right, today kind of got something a little bit different planned. I'm gonna refill the feeder here on Loggers Point. I'm gonna grab this barrel and this tent, and we're gonna move it over here to Red Feather Falls, up in this area is where I kind of want to go with it. And I'm also gonna refill this feeder here. Figured I'm gonna record it just in case, never really know, something cool could happen. So we'll probably start on Loggers Point and then work our way around, but yeah, figured this would be kind of a fun little thing to do for a video, so let's give it a go. All right, we got ourselves a mule deer buck here. Not very big, but first thing that called on the hunt so far. Oh, I kind of stood up a little early there. Hopefully he works his way around that tree. All right. All right, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Oh God, this is you just tank that? Oh, brother. Okay, well close your eyes again. Close your eyes again. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. All right. So first mule deer of the hunt is a 103. Definitely only shot once, and I didn't mess that up with a spine shot or anything like that. I would never do such a thing. All right, looks like we kind of got a group of bucks. I am thinking here. That one back there does look like the best one, if I had to guess. Probably gonna just take that one with the gun, actually. This is gonna be a poke and a half, though. All right, let's see what we can do. Where'd he go? Oh no, did I lose him? All right. I'm in a predicament right now. I got two mule deer bucks coming in front of me. There's a doe somewhere over here. No idea where she ended up yet, but she's pretty close from what her call last was. So I don't really know how I'm gonna go about this. Then I got a group of bucks over here to the right of me somewhere. I think a group, it could be a solo. I haven't gotten eyes on them. I don't know where that really big one, the one that went up to 200, went. I can't find him again, but yeah, we'll see what happens here. Alright, let's see if I can just drop him here. She's oblivious to the fact that I'm even here, so. What? Okay. There's more? There's a... Okay. Alright, I guess I'll try to call him in too. Anyway, here is the buck that I called in. Alright, looks like we got ourselves a pretty decent whitetail here coming in too. Just can't seem to really escape this place, this part that I'm in. He does have a big old drop tine right next to his brow tine there, but yeah, we'll try to take him out now, I guess. Just kind of look around. I mean, this place seems to be like just littered with bucks of whitetail and mule deer. Really? I thought that was a long shot, but maybe not. Okay. All right, so this buck, 104 weight, 124 score. Intestines. I thought I was pretty far forward, but I guess not. All right, we'll let that die. Kind of walk after him, and then we'll have to see when he goes. No way. That's completely on the other side. All right, I guess I'm gonna call that in. Let's see what this one scores. 116. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna call in this other mule deer while we wait for that buck to expire anyway. So. Yeah, I mean, cannot complain about the start, especially for just being a hunt where I just wanted to go out and fill up my feeders. 135 is, I think, the best one. All right, the whitetail looks to be down right here. I didn't see any more mule deer or get eyes on that 200 like estimate one, but I don't think it was 200. Yeah, just a 3.5 minute wound time, 115 whitetail. All right, we made it to the feeder here. I don't really remember how to do this. Oh, yeah, fill bait site. Perfect. All right, so We are done on Loggers Point. We will head over to, I can't even think of the name of that map. We're gonna head over, grab the bear site, and then we're gonna grab that tent, and hopefully we can move it on Red Heart. And I guess, yeah, we'll see if we find anything on those two maps too. All right, we're here on Settlers Creek. The game plan is to go to the bear barrel first, and then pick that up, go to the tent, and then pick that up, because I don't really need the tent here anymore. Ooh. Alright, we got ourselves a really good hog coming in here. I just got a call, literally just left the outpost, so yeah, we're calling him in. I don't know how close he'll actually get, but the goal is to get him with the bow, obviously. I have a competition, I think, like, I have to get 3 of them. I don't know if it's all in the same hunt. I guess I'll have to check. Ooh, intestines. Alright. I'll have to slowly track him down, because he will probably run for a while. Alright, finally found the hog. If you can see on the little, the hunter mate there, I ended up running into his tracks from, before, and I tracked him, his tracks for a while. 837, not a bad hog, definitely one that I'm glad we took down, so. Alright, we're here at the tent. I already got the bear bait barrel, haven't really seen a whole lot, but yeah, there was just a female hog over here. But yeah, we're gonna go over to Red Feather Isle, Red Feather Falls. There we go, Red Feather Falls, and go set up this bait barrel over there. That looks to be a pretty good moose up here. 115 to 230. I think there's a doe or something in front of him too. Oh yeah, she's pretty close. I'm gonna try to get his attention, get him to turn around, and hopefully get a shot at him here. Oh. All right. Alright, we got our moose here. No brow tines. Well, yeah, I guess they're kinda. Let's see what he scores here. My PB's 178. 166. I mean, definitely a good moose. Not a PB or anything, but definitely a solid moose. Whoa. Okay, that is definitely, I almost guarantee, gonna be my PB Blacktail. That is a monster. I'm gonna try to get him with the bow, but wow, that is a big blacktail buck. This might be the first time ever I've even seen a big rack blacktail. Like, I don't know if I've ever actually seen one. I mean, this thing, he just looks like an absolute monster. Holy. Just look at that buck. That is insane. I'm gonna have to make a pretty close shot here. As soon as he comes up over this little hill, I'm gonna have to take it right away. Because I don't know how close he'll actually get without spooking, being that he's just this big. Oh, okay. Not really an ideal path here. Alright. Dropped him right there. Wow, he is just huge. So my PB, let me double check real quick, but I'm pretty sure it's like 158. I want to say 158, yeah. Let's see what he scores. I mean, this thing almost definitely going to be at least a mount. 195. That is definitely getting taxed. I can't believe that. That is insane. I'll use EM. That is insane. He is just a monster. That's my 25th black deer. I really haven't hunted him much at all. But yeah, I'm gonna get a good trophy shot with him because I mean this thing, he is just a beast. I'm not exactly sure like what like what's the biggest one out right now or anything, but I just this is definitely, I mean, this is my PB by 40. He is just an absolute monster. I wish there was a little bit better lighting, but Just get a look at that. That is just beautiful. All right. Wow. He is a monster. And I can't believe we got him just because we decided to switch the bait, like the bear stand around, basically. Because essentially what happened was in the last server, I didn't realize that you couldn't have a bear bait within like 400 meters of a tent. So I had my tent down here. I had to place both of these, with the tent before. So I got this. I gotta go place the tent over here and then move this barrel back to by the stand. But I actually lagged out of the last server. I lagged out and I was like, oh, like, whatever. I've never seen that happen before, like you lose connection to like the single player server, but I figured whatever, I'll just create get a new server going and we'll 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 just keep going and like swap all this around because I need to do this tonight, I guess, because then after 4 hours it basically like you can actually get bears that are attracted to the bait, like real life hours. So my game plan was to do this all today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna record a video doing some black bear like competitions. But I mean, I was running too. I wanted to get this done kind of quick, show you guys the setup, and just be done for the recording because I'm getting a little tired. But yeah, I got that call as I was running, and I figured all right, let's call it in just in case it is a big one. And man, it doesn't get much bigger than that. It really does not. Shot him in the butt. No way that missed. Am I just bad at this game? Oh no, I definitely hit him. Alright, I'm gonna put down a marker here. I don't really know why I did that, but I guess whatever. We'll track him down eventually. Alright, here's the bear that we shot earlier. Good weight. 19.9, almost a PB. Really close to a PB. Alright, we got ourselves another blacktail here. Looks to be pretty decent. Oh, definitely aware of me being here. I'm probably just gonna take him with the gun. Let me make sure. Yeah, that one doesn't look as big, I don't think. Oh wait, maybe it is. Hold on a second here. Let me make sure I get eyes on all of them. Wait, that one's definitely bigger. Okay, we're gonna go with that one then. Oh, it's such a bad shot, but it works. I hit him. Kind of a shot in the dark, but I figured, if we're gonna do it, like for that competition, I might as well like kind of try to take as many out as I can here. All right, so this is the only place I could really place the bear bait. I mean, I tried all over where I have my stand. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably move my tree stand up into one of these trees here. Still works out pretty good for like the tent situation, everything else. So I'm gonna move that. Probably, like I said, put it in one of these trees, and then I'll go pick up those blacktail. All right, here's the first one I shot. I think this is probably the bigger of the two. Let's see what he scores. Hopefully at one point I can see what he scores. So that, I don't know what it scored yet, but it got me up to 10th in the competition. And depending on how big this buck is, this could raise it even more. Let's see how big this one was. 80 kilograms. This one scored a 146. And that gets me all the way up to 4th. So not bad at all. I just found a big blacktail antler. 96.43. What would that be? 180, 192? That'd be up there with the buck that I shot earlier, which is crazy because I mean, that's huge. So, all right. So here is the blacktail in the lodge at 195.62. This is actually the 24th biggest blacktail like ever in this season. So That is pretty impressive. That is like almost the equivalent I would think of getting like a 200 whitetail, to be honest. Like that is nuts that I got that. I am very, very, very happy about that. He is just an absolute monster too. I mean, just insane. Perfectly even and everything too, so yeah, the lodge is really coming together now. We got a lot of really good stuff in here, and it's really good to come back and visit because it has been a while. But so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys all have a good rest of your week.